to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going for it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space, it's Hemby. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He's got it on the run, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's caught downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Pulls it in. It's Craver. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Back to throw. It's Reed. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run, and looking for the first down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down.
4th and 1, I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease. Pick up the first. Keep the drive alive.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Hemby. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barker. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Mendoza. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that...
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Going right to work up top. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. The sure hands. It's Moss. He's loose. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the right. It's complete. Got some room to run. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He's moving out of the pocket. That's a fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Yeah, the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Owens. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He might want another play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Lets it fly. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage at the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moss. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Kearney on the Jets. Got enough space. And he'll step
They pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Caught behind the line. It's Hemby. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's going to run it. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Barker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to fire on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Texas A&M going quickly. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll start this drive going to the air. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're setting up the screen. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Hoosiers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quick pass on the fly motion. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. Takes it the other way. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside. And he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The run from the shotgun.
He gets the first down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big-body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open spaces. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing.
Looking for a huge play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the third quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game.
He's going to fire deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Might as well stick with him. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quarterback adapting. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's an easy completion for the tight end on a stick route, but that play later they could pump and then hit the tight end going up the seam for a big one.
Going up top again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To throw, it's Mendoza. This time it's complete. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense...
There he goes! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Aggies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. He's going for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Got a man. It's Hemby. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
After that last completion, it's second down. To the air. It's Mendoza. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense looks as if it's coming. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going for it all. Touchdown, Indiana! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Going to swing it on second down. Going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on the move. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the ground. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. On the run, still looking. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he makes the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Formation for these receivers. Might be calling a hot route. Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Pulls it in. It's Goss. Oh, what a cut! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. It's a running room. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ray. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. To the air, it's Simmons. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And the North Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback may change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Tar Heels in the hurry up. To the ground with the back. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Lopez wants to fire. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tar Heels. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up a tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Lopez to pass. Under fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's going for a big play downfield. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, North Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
To the air, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
On fourth down, going to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down, they'll try to do it for a second time in the opening quarter. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quick release by the QB. All out of space. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. And the Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
North Carolina, 23, Ole Miss.
They've got a first down here to open the period. The offense changing the play. Lopez wants to fire. Looking to the big tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, UNC! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's Diggs.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
It'll be 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's hot. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That's reeled in. It's Diggs.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. 2nd and goal. He gets another chance. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job. And the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Culliver. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding an escape route. Pass mistakes him still on his feet. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell we just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked, number 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for room, it's Gauze. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Halted in the 1st down and more. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Off-play action on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
14.
and they get it back for another drive.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. That's crazy.
Lopez wants to fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Tar Heels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. He's got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break.
North Carolina, 44. Ole Miss, 14.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
Set to kick this one off.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass.
There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lopez to pass. Rushes on him. A shot toward the end zone. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to barge in. Moving toward the end zone. And fumble!
And what a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Haas. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Tar Heels are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Almost had the completion, just missed it. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Oh, what a move to get open. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes a connection. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throw.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And the route is on.
Number 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man, it's Taylor. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. North Carolina offense returns to the field. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Lopez wants to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with him. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've converted every time on fourth down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Grab behind the line. It's Haas. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards.
And And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught, close to the marker, it's Lee. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Mississippi, North Carolina, 51, Ole Miss, 33.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. But will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most.
We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Ready, set. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Back to pass. It's Manning. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority #1, and they give up a sack.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Situational awareness is so important for quarterbacks, and you've got to know where you are on the field. On third down, you can't take a sack because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to at least come away with 3 points. But after racing around and scrambling, holding on to the football, you've now been sacked. You're now out of field goal range, back behind the 40-yard line. Bad decision by that QB.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Manning. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab deep. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
How about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big time play, big time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. just feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good.
Turning on the Jets. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He'll go to the fullback. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas!
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets...
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
So here comes the Michigan offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the off.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. so much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
Complete out of the backfield. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Coming up, fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan 14, Texas 13.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream.
Max going for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll run the sneak for it. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. first play of the drive, wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided to...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got a step and just dusted the field.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Underwood. Sends it downfield. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push.
Gonna take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one match.
And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Arches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Unloads to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
A quick timeout call by the kicking team here. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the double. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Wide open downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. Throw the end zone. It's picked off.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, it's a fake. Headed for the end zone. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you...
They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. They're not going to get there. Tried to sneak it in for the 2, and they'll get 0 instead.
The score, Michigan 50, Texas 27.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Sending the offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Looking down the middle. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Here we go. Griffin. Kill.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Off and running. Oh, that was...